Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel. Now, I'm still grinding very slowly, but I am still grinding my free-to-play account. I just don't get time. I'd love to have the E100 by now, but it takes time. It does take time when you've got another account to play, when you've got a press account to play, to get footage of tanks that you don't have, premiums that you don't have, or new tanks coming into the game, when you've got a full-time job, working 60 hours almost a week, and when you've got a wife and 5 kids. It's not easy to get the games in, but occasionally I do log on to my free-to-play account because I've already got one tier 10. I've already got the Leopard 1, which was my first tier 10, which I managed to get in just a couple of 100 battles. And the next line I decided to go up was the E100. Now, I wasn't rushing this line. I wasn't going to rush this line. I wasn't going to use any XP or free XP or anything like that to get the E100 or to get the E100 quicker, because the E75 is just as a good tank. You know, it is a bit different to the E100, but it is an enjoyable tank to play. Is it one of the best tier 9s? It could be. It could be one of the best tier 9 heavies out there when played correctly. Now, of course, because I'm on a new account and I'm playing on a maybe, I don't know if I'm on newbie matchmaking or not, but these kind of games on a new account, or playing the E75 on a new account, is a lot easier than playing it on a normal account. I figured that out because I was actually trying to get some footage of the E75 from my main account, and to be honest, I did struggle. I did struggle a little bit. I was just getting absolutely torn apart. But as soon as I'm headed over to my free-to-play account, I found it a lot easier to deal with these players. Of course, the E75 is a good tank anyway. It is good when you come up against tier 10s, but it's even better when you come up against tier 8s. And especially if you're coming up against tier 8s in the newbie kind of matchmaking. You know, players that have only had a couple of 100 or a couple of 1,000 battles. It is a lot easier. But it's definitely a line that I would recommend. It's definitely a line that I would recommend for newer players. Once you get the modules, once you get the tracks and the top gun, then this tank is absolutely amazing for a new player. Because again, you've got to remember that you're going to come up against players that also don't have that experience. So you're going to be able to make mistakes and sort of get away with it. Not all mistakes, but you're still going to be able to make some mistakes and get away with. You know, people don't know how to deal with the E75. If you're coming up against tier 8s, then they will struggle. I mean, this game here, of course, I've lost a lot of my hit points, but pretty much all my hit points so far I have lost against tier 9s. So, yeah, it's definitely a line that could be good to grind for a first line. I wouldn't, for a first line, if there's new players out there that are looking at YouTube and looking at how to play this game for free, then definitely the E75 line. Not just the E75, but the tanks before it as well. The tier 7, the tier 8, the tier 9, and I just wouldn't get the tier 10 right now. I wouldn't get the E100 until you've mastered the E75. Then don't rush up to the tier 10. Now, this update, Wargaming have actually released a camouflage, a legendary camouflage for the E75, which we will look at very soon. So you can see here, I am playing it fully moduled out, but I'm not playing it with any equipment except for the first equipment because I just don't really have the credits. Well, I've got 3.7 million credits, so I do have the credits, but the more equipment I put on, it's going to cost me credits, and then I'm just going to take a while to get to the E100. So the E75's legendary camouflage, the Garm or the Garn. I don't know what to think of this, to be honest. Personally, I don't like the legendary camouflage. I think this sucks. I actually think it's one of the worst legendary camouflages in the game. There are so many good camouflages, and you've seen Wargaming hint at some of the camouflages that are due to come in the game, like the grills that look so good, that they look amazing, and then they bring some camouflages that look like this. I don't even know what it is, honestly. I'm not honest for a super heavy, because this is what this is. It's an E75 that is supposed to be scary. It just looks stupid. Honestly, I just think that this camouflage looks stupid, and I'd love to see them gone a different way. You know, a beast of a camouflage, a camouflage that just looks scary, looks like a beast, but it just looks stupid with all the black around. Even if they got rid of the black, in my opinion, all that black there, then I think it would look better. I would think it would look better even without that black, all that shit thing in on the camo. But it is what it is. You know, you pay a couple of K gold. It's not that expensive. Of course, I see it pop up and I thought, oh, legendary camouflage, that's going to change the name of the E75. I wasn't even aware that this was coming into the game. So I think it was like 2,000 gold or something like that. I bought it, and then I put it on and I thought, this absolutely looks hideous. It looks ugly. But, you know, that is my opinion. That's my opinion. You guys might actually love the camouflage. You might love it. You might be thinking, what are you talking about, Meadsy? This camouflage is lit. It is lit, but you know, that is your opinion as well. If you like the camouflage, go buy it. Or if you don't have the pop-up offer, then maybe go just play the game, play the E75, then you might get the pop-up offer. However, I did get the pop-up offer for the camouflage without even playing the tank. So you might get the pop-up offer. If you do want it and you don't get the pop-up offer, then like I said, just go play it, maybe a battle or two, then it might become available for you. But yeah, I think it's one of the ugliest legendary camouflages in the game. Let me know your thoughts on this new legendary camouflage. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'm meadsy69, and I will catch you all very, very soon. Bye-bye. With